All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Chakadash. Giving all honors, Salakia, giving double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim, the brethren out there on the highways and byways pushing this truth in 100% sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And peace and salutations to the few and sincere sisters who believe in this gospel. All right, so I want to entitle this lesson. I'm actually doing a response to Elder Benji up there in Chicago. A response to a video he did, Where Them Fans At, right? And it was funny because I saw the video when I was just scrolling on Instagram. I saw the video, and then I saw the elder's title in his video, and I watched the video, and he was responding to the same video. So I'm gonna make my response to it, and Lord willing, this lesson be edifying, because Jake is in this careless spirit where Jake think that everything is still about fun. Jake could be in the midst of turmoil and still be trying to have fun and party. You know what I'm saying? That's how dumb Jake is. That's how numb Jake is to things that are going on in the world around him. You know, they still making fun of everything. They still partying, right? So look, let's watch this video here. Alright, so you see what's going on. It said World War III starts in 2 days. Meanwhile, black people, and you see the video, you know, you got the saucy boys in the front waving the fans. And that's another thing I see with this line dance and shit. It's always the saucy boys in the motherfucking front leading the charge, waving them Chinese fans and shit, right? But, you know, you got a bunch of jakes in there partying and everything. And that's all, and that's the newest thing. Jake want to be line dancing and all this stuff. You know, that's a trend Jake is on right now, is line dancing. You know, not to say that Jake didn't do line dancing, but let's be honest. Most niggas wouldn't think about no damn line dancing, nothing like that before the beginning of 2025. Majority of niggas wouldn't think about no line dancing like that, right? It's a trend. But we see the spirit that Jake is in. Jake is always worried about turning up, worried about partying, having fun, kicking it, even in the midst of the beginning of World War III. You know, you got people making memes talking about some, my first World War, kind of nervous. Okay. But the fucked up part is that we've been telling you that this is going to happen. We've been telling y'all this is about to happen. This is what's about to go on. Right? We've been warning you so-called Israelites for decades, right, about World War III. Salakia. We've been warning y'all for decades about World War III, about what's about to happen here to Babylon the Great. We've been warning y'all for decades about the nuclear missiles, right? But nobody wants to listen to us. Now they actually see that it's about to happen. These things that we've been saying are coming to pass, and they taking it as a joke. And that's cool. You can take it as a joke. Have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you will with it, right? But the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect, you know, men, women, and children, we're going to take heed to the message, and we're going to prepare ourselves spiritually for what's about to happen, right? So let's go ahead and get into it. It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 14. Yep. Whereas verse 14, it says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Right? So it ain't gonna be no fun going on in that day. It ain't gonna be no fun going on. You know what I'm saying? Line dances, hitting the Dougie. Ain't gonna be none of that bullshit going on in this day of the Lord, man. Cause y'all gonna be scraping and crawling, looking for food, getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? By these Edomites, getting fucked up by each other. You know, people spoiling your houses, people running up in your houses, taking everything you got. You know what I'm saying? Getting the women. Because it's going to be bad for you women in that day as well. Because y'all definitely really be the ones that be in that party spirit. You know, a lot of you Jake men be in that party spirit too, following after the woman. But a lot of women definitely be in that. Let's just party. we gonna party till the world ends. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have fun and kick it till the world ends. And that's the spirit that's gonna get you annihilated, decimated, burnt to a crisp. That's what that spirit is gonna get you, right? Verse 16, it says, the day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land, right? So it's going to be great destruction in that day. It's going to be great destruction in the coming days, man. Just wait. Just wait, because people never thought that what's going on with Iran and the state of Israel right now, which we've been prophesying for the longest, people never thought that was going to happen. People never thought that things were getting to that point. People always thought that, you know, everything was going to be cool. You know, everything was going to be nice and peachy. And, you know, whatever problems that was going on here in Babylon the Great, they was going to figure it out. And you know what I'm saying? That was going, you know, it's going to, everything's going to work itself out. And even now, still, when they see this, people think that, okay, well, you know what? America got the strongest military. You know, we got the best soldiers, which we don't. You know, we're good. We got the best technology. We're good. And that's not the case. A lot of you people don't know that this is your last go-round. This is your last go-round, you know what I'm saying, before you get destroyed. Before you catch a missile. And a lot of y'all ain't even gonna make it to the missile. But the ones who do, you know, you really gonna see that what we've been talking about, what we've been prophesying, has been the truth. Let me go here to Jeremiah chapter 25. Let me start at verse 31. It says, a noise shall come even to the ends of the earth, for the Lord hath a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be as sheep. It's like they shall be dung upon the ground, right? Once again, the day of great destruction from the whole world, right? There ain't nowhere you can go. Because, you got people think, a lot of Jakes thought that they can just go to Bali or, you know what I'm saying, or Thailand or something like that. And now they moving back to the United States. Well, you just moving back to the United States from one destruction to the next. There's nowhere on the earth that you can go to escape judgment. Nowhere on the earth. The Lord is going to bring judgment forth upon the entire globe. So ain't no traveling out of the country. Ain't no getting your passport. Ain't no going somewhere where you think it's gonna be safe. No, it's not gonna happen. Right? The Lord has His plan, and there's no one that can escape. As the Scripture says, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, because you can't get out. You can't escape. If the Lord put His head out on you, ain't nothing you can do about it. It ain't no cheating death. You know what I'm saying? You got that term, of cheating death. Ain't no cheating death when it comes to the Lord. If the Lord wants you gone, you gonna get gone. The Lord gonna get you up out of there. It's the book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 7. It says, "What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded." Right? See, the elect are going to get this truth. The elect are going to get the understanding about what's really going on out here in the world. And the elect are going to take heed to it, right? Whereas you have these Israelites, you got Jake of the world, who, they just look at it like fun and games. It's just, it's just another day to kick it. Yeah, the world we finna go on the war, but you know what? Let's kick it. Let's have a good time. Let's kick it. And that's not the spirit to be in. That's the spirit of preparing yourself for destruction, not preparing yourself for salvation. We need to be in the spirit of preparing ourselves for salvation. Right, verse 8, it says, "According as it is written, Yahweh hath given them the spirit of slumber." See, they can't really see what's going on. They can't really see what's about to happen in the world. So their spirit is likened unto a deep sleep. And the Lord put them into it, put them into that deep sleep, because we're out here telling them what's going to happen, but they don't see it. They don't believe it. It's like, according as it is written, Yahweh hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. And David saith, "Let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? Yahweh forbid. But rather through that fall, salvation has come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy," right? So the Lord has put a stumbling block in front of them. They're not able to see the prophecies. They're not able to see what's really about to happen out here. It's the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night." You ain't gonna know. But if you know that a thief is coming, you're supposed to be prepared. See, we know that Yahweh Shai is coming. We know that the day of the Lord is coming. So we're prepared. Now, we don't know the hour nor the time, right? But we got to be ready. Just like when you're in your home, you don't know the day or the night that a thief is going to, come in and try and burglarize your house. But you're supposed to be prepared for that scenario. We don't know the day or the time that the Lord is going to come, but we got to be prepared for it, right? Spiritually. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Lord, unto the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, right? So again, and this is talking about the nuclear destruction, right? Where the elements are going to melt. That's how hot that fire is going to be. The elements are going to melt. Metal is just going to be melting. Hell, the air going to be melting. You ain't even going to be able to breathe. It's going to be so hot. You know? But that's the judgment that the Lord has for the wicked of you Israelites and the rest of the nations here in Babylon, right? Elder Manat Zakba entitled this camp lesson yesterday. You know, you Israelites are going to receive the same judgment as Esau, in which you are, because you're here in Babylon the Great with Esau. And if you're not taking the heed to these scriptures, if you're not a part of the elect, if you're not doing what the Lord has ordained for you to do, or has or commanded you to do in these last days, then you're going to receive the same judgment as your wicked oppressor. Right? So, you know, party hardy, party all you want to, have fun, kick it, but just know that that's going to be your demise. That's going to be the end of you, right? So, Lord willing, this video lesson was edifying, giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakwadash. And until next time, shalom.